Venezuela ousted President Maduro pleads not guilty to charges in U.S. Venezuelan leader Nicolas Maduro turned his first appearance in a New York courtroom into a declaration of political legitimacy, insisting he remains the country's president, even as he faces sweeping criminal charges in the United States. Appearing before the court on drug trafficking and related allegations, Maduro rejected the accusations. "I am still president. Nobody is arguing with you now. Did you do job or not?" He declared before entering a formal plea of not guilty to all charges against him. According to the BBC, Maduro maintained his innocence in emphatic terms, saying, "I am innocent. I am not guilty. I am a decent man, the president of my country," through an interpreter. The indictment against him lists 4 counts, including narco-terrorism, conspiracy as well as possession of machine guns and destructive devices, marking one of the most serious criminal cases ever brought against a sitting foreign leader in a U.S. court. Outside the courthouse, the legal drama unfolded alongside the political spectacle. Protesters gathered, chanting slogans while waving Venezuelan flags and holding placards, transforming the courthouse steps into a flashpoint for competing narratives about power, sovereignty, and accountability. Maduro was not alone in the dock. His wife, Celia Flores, who was seized alongside him over the weekend, also pleaded not guilty to drug trafficking and weapons charges, aligning her defense with that of her husband. By using the courtroom to assert his presidency, Maduro appeared to cast the trial not merely as a legal battle, but as a symbolic struggle over who holds authority to judge him. As proceedings move forward, the case is set to rest to reach of U.S. justice while amplifying the political tension that have long surrounded Venezuela's embattled leadership. The New York Times also reports him as saying he was kidnapped. Earlier on Saturday, Sahara reporters reported that the United States Attorney General Pamela Bondi announced the indictment of Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro and his wife, Celia Flores, in multiple criminal charges. The U.S. had earlier launched airstrikes against Venezuela and captured the country's President Maduro alongside his wife, Flores, announcing the operation in a post on his social media platform. On Saturday, U.S. President Donald Trump had said the military action was carried out in conjunction with the U.S. law enforcement. In a statement shared on X on Saturday, Bondi said the indictment was filed at the Southern District of New York, accusing the Venezuelan leader and his wife of involvement in alleged international drug trafficking and weapon offenses. Nicolas Maduro and his wife, Celia Flores, have been indicted in the Southern District of New York, she stated. According to the Attorney General, Nicolas Maduro has been charged with narco-terrorism, conspiracy, cocaine importation conspiracy, possession of machine guns and destructive devices, and conspiracy to possess machine guns and destructive devices against the United States. Bondi said the suspect would be tried in the United States, stressing that they would soon face the full wrath of justice. They also face the full wrath of American justice and American soil in American courts, she added. No be small thing. Okay, Maduro, it is well with you. Taufik says, so America is both the accused and the judge. This is a big dent on Western civilization and democracy. Hugo Stanley says, lessons learned, never buy your air defense from Demo. What was that? Colin Julia said, we gave US jurisdiction to judge an independent leader. I don't know about that one. It is there. He say somebody is replying and says, who gave independent leader the right to steal the election and the votes never won? Stealing votes is far from the problem than the international law. And he also said, who gave the independent leader the right to do drugs? Exactly. It is here. Risky Taker says, Ingo explain tire. DK Lighting says, the full Venezuela as a country has accepted and rejoicing as the particular concerned people. So tell me, who are we? Who are you? Who are we? I beg. Trump, keep the game rolling. Do you get? As long as the people of the country are happy that their president is out, that's all the evidence that you need. James Shiva says US can't just go after him without real evidence down as I be that one now. To tender against him in the court now. Okay. MJ says the question is, why are the Venezuelan citizens rejoicing over the arrest? If he's not guilty of crimes, he was said to have been committed. Don't mind them. The people are happy because there be poverty nation as well. Azunko says evidence, please. Okay. Kennedy Roro says, who are the witnesses from USA side that is in that drug sheet? Imagine someone who controls the country with the highest ranking in crude oil over how many years. I guess you don't need to do that drugs. And that, the problem with people is greediness. You will see some greedy people that would have oil money and then still be doing drugs. Are we not seeing it? And at the end of the day, the citizens are not partakers of it. That's the most annoying part. If everybody is enjoying, if everybody is rich, if everybody is benefiting from whatever it is that happens to our country, nobody will be complaining and saying, oh, you're a bad president, or you're a bad governor, or you're a bad this. As long as you are doing the right thing. There are many reasons American government is going there. They just had enough that Russia, China, Iran, and other countries are benefiting from it so close to their nose. So they came up with the idea. They just carried out now. Oh, really? Okay, well, that's your own point of view. But MA says they are trying president of another country under law of US. This world has gone crazy. Evadna says this man is heartless. So with everything that has happened, this madman never repents. So the thing no sure can say Trump go catch him for in bed, for in bedroom. He says Russia is under international sanctions for invading the sovereign state of Ukraine. USA marches in Venezuela, kidnapping the president and his wife, buy civilians and fly them to the US to stand trial. How great is the international community? What's the use of the UN? I don't know. John Michel says, instead of picking weaker nations for a fight, America should pick Russia or China or even North Korea. These nations are clear powers just like them. They have nuclear powers just like them. How many nuclear armed nations have they invaded in history? Imar says only a fool will believe that the president of a country sitting on the largest proven oil reserve is running drugs. Even with the sanctions from the US government, which is also illegal, Russia and China are still doing business with them. Muyiwa says Maduro should learn from Iramdi Kano. What was Iramdi Kano? I bet I can't sit down. Principal says good job, President Tinubu must be arrested together with Omotosho and Sheyi Gumi. Please, President Donald J. Trump, we need your bombs. Biafra freedom. Son Savannah says some US elections never underestimate what Trump will do to draw attention away from Epstein millennial pedophile files. So he's drawing attention away. We hear you. My listeners, don't forget to like, to share, subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.